Hi guys, this is Rachel with Tiramar Farms, and I wanted to show you real quick our little Banty Coop, the coop we got for our Bantams. I think I'm going to be doing a few more videos. You know, I love blogging, and that's where I share most of our stories and happenings, but there are some things that it's just a lot easier to get across in a video than trying to get it across in a blog with pictures and stuff like that. And this coop, I think, is one of those things that's just going to be easier to talk about in a video and to actually show you live some things that we're going to be doing. So we got this coop. I'll back up so you can see a little bit more of it. We got this coop from our friend. He recently moved, and he decided he was not going to do the whole chicken and pig thing anymore, so we were able to get a lot of his supplies, and this was one of those things. We transported it, picked it up at his location. It did have legs. The legs kind of broke off when we got it here. We were getting it off the trailer. I drove the trailer out from under it, and while my dad was holding it, and then when he set it down, the legs just kind of buckled underneath it. They had gotten damaged in the ride, so right now we have it just on these treated wood slats here. We're gonna replace the legs eventually, because these, you know, being directly on the ground, aren't gonna hold up that well. Another thing that got damaged is this back here. This was a pull-out door, and this is where the nesting boxes were. I'll show you on the inside in a second. But that door broke off, so we've right now we've just nailed this plywood up there. The Bantams aren't laying yet anyway. They're only a few months old. We got them in August, and I think we're going to turn this into a lifting roof so that it's actually opening up from the top the way that our other coop does, rather than from the bottom. Let me get around here and show you the back. And the back is just plain, as you can see, and he actually made these out of pallets. This is pallet wood that he reclaimed. It has little windows in it with hardware cloth. Now this, I really like the way that he has this set up. It needs a little bit. You can see down there it has some damage on the door, and the whole thing is going to need to be painted. We're going to paint it white just so that it matches some of our other things, and also so it'll last longer. But he has this pulley system. Here's the end of the string, and it comes here through an eyelet, and then over here to another eyelet, and then down where it's attached to the door by an eyelet. And so you pull the string, and it lifts the door up, and it's scaring the pig. Mabel's checking it out. So, and then I'm assuming there was at one point in time something to hook this on over here. I think it must have fallen off during its travels, or it may just kind of hang there. But this is a Mabel. Hey, bad pig. You can see she's a little bit of a troublemaker. What are you doing, Mabel? Besides trying to break stuff. Don't chew my foot. Anyway, so that just kind of lifts up here to the little... No, now they're both going to... Oh, okay. No. Y'all can't fit in there. I'm sorry. Oh, well. I guess she's going to be demonstrating some of her intelligence. Bad pig. Bad pig. You can't fit in there. You don't need to go in there. You'll be breaking stuff. Pigs are ornery. I love them, but they are ornery. Aren't you, Mabel? Aren't you, Mabel? Yes. Her's a silly girl. But anyway, that's the little door to open and let them out in the day. Then over here on the other side, we have a regular little door. And that suffered some damage in the move too. We had to hammer a lot of the boards back on. You can see where we had to kind of repair it a little bit. It kind of fell off the hinges. But it has a regular little, it's kind of hanging as well, but it has a little hook and eye. And you are not getting in there. You're not. I'm sorry. Bad pig. Because she's so listening to me. Oh, now she's going to talk back. Mabel. Anyway, and so this opens and it has the little roosting area for the bantams, and then over there is where the nest boxes are. And there's some additional roost over here. Mabel's trying to get in again. She's nosy and she thinks there may be food in there, but yeah. Eventually we're going to have to get the pigs confined to a space where they're not just all over the place where we're walking. We're going to get up some electric fence to kind of keep them in their own little area, or mainly just keeping them off the walkway from where we walk to the barn, because they're getting a little big. Yeah. Oh, now we got a scratch. This is apparently the new pig scratching post. But as you can see, pigs can be a little bit destructive, but we love them. But yeah, let's see if I can show you a little more of this before she comes back. So those are the nesting boxes over there. There are 5 of them, and then a couple little roosts, which is plenty of space for the bantams. And it has, I'm not in love with the fact that it has a wooden floor, because that's going to potentially kind of get damaged and rot over time from, you know, the chicken poop being on it. But we're going to put down some bedding to cover it and help us keep it cleaner for longer, so that should help. And the bantams are going to be sharing the pasture space with the big chickens, but they're going to have their own coop. And that's partly because we wanted them to, just to have a little more space. There's plenty of room still in our other coop for more chickens, but we just thought, you know, the bantams are small and cute. They should get a small, cute house too, because why not? So, and there's our Rhode Island red rooster posing very nicely with a couple of our barred rocks. And I love the barred rocks. They're such beautiful chickens. They lay these beautiful brown eggs. I just love them. I also love the black copper Morans, and I'll go show you them in a moment. I have one adult hen. I don't know where she is. She tends to fly out of the fence, so she could be anywhere. But then I got a black copper Moran rooster and 3 more hens, so I'm hoping to be able to hatch some of their eggs soon, because they lay those beautiful dark brown eggs. But let's go see what eggs we have, and I'll show you the bantams.